And that's how it is for me. There are times, I'm not saying I invite um, gratuitous abuse, but there are times where people need, it's like, okay, you know what? We're going to be in the angry room now.
Mhm.
And you're going to be angry, and I'm just going to um, contain the perimeters for you. I know the cliche is hold the space, but we've heard that so often it's kind of lost its meaning. I'm going to stick it through with you as you relieve yourself of accumulated frustration that has been eating you alive inside for years and years. I don't need to take it personally. You want me to play the role? You want to like look at my face and yell at your dad or fill in the blank, whoever it is? Go for it. I'm a professional. I can handle it. It's not going to hurt me. You know, I don't have to take it personally. Or the scary room. People can be so scared that we need to take every little movement very gently, very patiently, very slowly. Or the numb room. Boy, there's a challenge where somebody just doesn't feel like he or she is going to ever feel anything. Well, that's okay. We'll get through it. And you name a human experience. We can deal with it. Because now I'm going to something I hadn't thought about talking about. I have a personal background of very severe trauma, very, very severe from
Yeah.
my early life. We don't need to specify that right now, but it's really cruel things of a really shocking nature. And I'm able to reconnect with my innate life, and I'm able to see those things that look like they were a mountain right up against my face. I'm able to see them as the little tiny pebble. I want to use the beautiful Yiddish, that schmata, that little thing, that little piece of junk,
Mhm.
you know, um, that it was a pebble. But when I was a child, and especially if adults all around you are behaving in intolerable ways and hurting you and hurting other people around you, of course you're going to feel overwhelmed. But by doing the processes that I facilitate with my clients and that I teach with myself, I have rediscovered my own joy and my own ability to run around the perimeter of my department store and to be in charge of my life. And the reason that when I work with people, that it's effective and it even seems uncannily effective is because I've already taken the steps with the really hard stuff myself and persevered through the enormous feelings and the wretchedness and the sense of impossibility and doom. I have persevered through that and found my light and my lightness and my ability to take zest in life that is beyond the crap. Because the suffering, it isn't that suffering is small, it is staggering in many cases. I mean, my God, I'm the mother of a deceased baby who was murdered. This is not small. And I could name a whole string of other things. And so could anybody who's listening right now in their life or someone, the lives of someone they know. But the wonderful story of the cosmos and the creation is good news. Love, creativity, exuberance, curiosity, exploration, and the zest of life dwarfs even all of the crap that has ever been or ever will be. The eternal fundament of life that we find blooming within ourselves when we embrace our own lives in their particular details is beautiful. And even in the midst of terrific tragedy, the love and the joy are the triumph. I mean, this isn't just happy horse doo doo talk. when we get into it, we discover for ourselves that it's true. It's not like I don't have mornings where I wake up and I go, oh, just kill me now. I do. Friends, we're in hard times. This may be the roughest go for the whole human race that there ever has been right now. I'm not going to pretend it isn't, but the trouble will have to give way to the joy and the love, because anything that is anti-life just can't last. I mean, it's like, well, Dr. Baker, it's been lasting a long time now, but it will have to give up at some point. And the thing is, do we have the resources? Do we have the resources to find and keep refinding the zest and the oomph and the perseverance in our lives, even through the midst of troubles? And the wonderful answer is yes, we do. Good news.
Amen. Amen.
We do have the resources. Here they are. Here they are. And yes, we weep, we rage, we suffer, we're afraid, and it starts at a low point, it reaches a peak, and then it recedes. And the suffering abates, but we go on. This is possible when we access the wonderful human qualities and the real creativity and intelligence and skills and gut sense that we were originally born with. It's here. Every single client with whom I have ever worked has had what he or she needed when we persevered. I've had a few clients that I've had to fire because they were, for their own reasons, I don't need to judge, were very attached to sticking where they were. I don't say this to judge the people. I'm just saying it just wasn't their time. Okay, maybe someone else will be better for you to work with. Maybe you need to put your nose in it, whatever it is, for a longer period. I don't know. I'm not God. It's not my place to judge that. But I do know that when we persevere and we use what we have available right here without having to go like import it from somewhere else, or some big hoodoo tells us. I've named people's names. I've talked about people with whom I've studied. That's nice. You know, those people go to the bathroom too. They got to learn things just like you do and I do. And any counselor or therapist or teacher or anyone else who tells you that someone else is a better authority over you ultimately. Now, in the meantime, you may have gotten such a collection of false beliefs that you really do need some encouragement to find out who you really are, rather than the false beliefs that are leading you astray. But it's going to be you, and the credit needs to go to you, not to the facilitator. The facilitator who is valid, the counselor, whomever, teacher who is valid, is someone who's going to be very firmly clear with you that he or she is a mirror to your own inner wisdom. I don't want the responsibility of other people's lives. I was born to carry my own responsibility, not someone else's, not yours. And that's fine. But I am a really good mirror. But as far as the wisdom and the creativity and the meaning and the success of your life, that is 100% yours. Ta-da!
Sure.
That's how I see it.
You've definitely gained a convert. You're looking right at her right now. So thank you for that, and so much else that you've taught me.
Well, if you were converted, you're converted to what you already knew yourself. I just helped a little bit.
True that. Okay. So Beth, you've been talking a whole heck of a lot today, and I don't want to keep you too long, but there was one question that I had for you that I didn't want to forget to ask you today.
Oh, good. I would have forgotten.
Um, so what are you, Dr. Beth Baker, most passionate about?
Oh, okay. Give me a moment.
Absolutely, take your time.
Delight. I'm most passionate about awe, curiosity, and delight, and surprises, the kind we go, whoa, over. And that includes everything from, I love looking at dirt and seeing how interesting it is. And as you know, slime mold is one of
Mm,
my passions,
that's
otherwise
right.
known as myxomycetes. I have, there was a meme that went around a while back, and it's a little furry animal with great big eyes, and it's sitting on a branch of a stick, and it's got an expression like this, and it says, "I bleeping love this stick." And I looked at that and I said, oh, that's me. That's me. And that includes sex. I'm 73 years old, and I everything about sex is absolutely glorious, delightful, and happy to me. Now, the caveat is boundaries, consensual, appropriate for me, if we're talking about me. And I have, even for an old broad, I have really high standards. It's got to be my thing as well as the other person's. And if as may be, I don't have someone in my life and I'm very monogamous, then I'm not going to pretend that I don't care about eroticism. I still do. I still celebrate it. It's absolutely wonderful. And does this cost me something? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. If I don't have someone who's waiting for me at night, I feel that, but I'm not going to lie to myself about what the delight of life is just because it's challenging. I'm going to hang on to what I know is true. Now, having said that, I adore dance, especially improvisational dance. I love being around kids and animals. I know that sounds like a cliche, but they're just so fun.
No, but in
Um,
your case, it's true.
I love seeing people come to terms with their lives. I really do. I really enjoy seeing people get a grip on their lives in the way where you can just see that they're having the aha. If I were able to climb mountains again, like I did when I was younger, I'd be out the door right now with waving my ice axe and everything. That's a little challenging for me. Maybe someone would have to carry me up there. That's another story, but I would do it. Um, I think I want to look at the cosmos and be glad about it and put my arms out around it. Now,
Lovely.
coming down to like the balance of life, there's a lot of very harsh and hideous stuff going on in the world right now. A great deal of harm. Um, for whatever reasons, the human race has got to a turn where we're thrashing around. It looks to me like deciding whether we're going to let um, death oriented parasites rule over us or if we're going to take back our lives and live them in ways that are innocent and joyful.
Mm.
This is a crisis and critical point in the life of the whole human race, the whole planet. I'm not going to soft pedal that. I feel grief every day. When I hear reports of all kinds of people being injured and ill, young people, little children, people you wouldn't expect, I hear disaster after disaster. I feel that. I feel that just like anyone else would. I'm not laughing when I look at those things.
Mhm.
You know, I'm having grief right along with the rest of everybody else who does. But the bottom line to me somewhere is, are we both saying yes to our own joy and yes to our own responsibilities? And do we feel equipped to do that? And even, I mean, we're all going to be deceased at some point anyways, sooner or later. Are we being here? Am I living my life right now? I mean, do I notice that I really like the red of the sweater I'm wearing? Well, yeah. Do I love your smile? Yes, I do. Do I like thinking about your kitty cats who are not in the picture right now, but I know they're there? You bet. Is there something in the back of my mind where I know my daughter, I'm going to see her tomorrow? Oh, yeah. These things. And the fact that we're making this video so that I can connect with individuals who want to love their lives as much as they possibly can, even in the context of whatever, play the ball where it lies, not pretending like we have the American dream or whatever the heck that is a fantasy that we cannot live in. We can dream about it, but our bodies don't live there. We live here. That we can be as appropriately powerful and present and living our lives and fulfilling the successes that we're suited to moment by moment, day by day, right now. And there's a wonderful song. It's called, I think it's called Thanksgiving Eve. And my mind is, I have to come back to you with the name of the artist. I can hear his voice, this beautiful, rich voice. And what can we do? What can we do with each moment of life but love till we've loved it away?
Mm.
Yeah.
Such a hopeful message, and a very pragmatic, realistic assessment of where we are right now.
Oh yeah.
I have
Oh
to
yeah.
agree.
Yeah. I could be gone tomorrow. Someone with uh, uh, an angry problem could knock my block off when I'm just walking down the street. You know, am I going to cower in my house or refuse to try to do counseling with clients or try to hedge my bets so much that I'm just barely squeaking a little drop of life through? No, no. Here I am. You know, whether I'm extremely upset or bored or whatever it is, I'm here. And so are you. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do.
Thank you so much, Beth. It's been a lovely time with you as always, and I look forward to more conversations because I know we haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg together.
Life is beautiful, rich, and delicious. A lot of crap that happens along the way is pretty awful, but life is great.
Amen.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Thank you.